Dienstag ist Dilemmatag. It's Kaiser here, and in this Star Trek CCG First Edition Dilemma Strategy video, we'll have a look at a very old school dilemma combo, and we'll also announce the first winner of this year's Christmas raffle on this channel. So let's have a look. We are playing Cardassians this time. The personal selection here is randomly taken from a decklist posted by Neil Matthew. He played it in a recent online tournament, and in this scenario we are attempting Cressari Rendezvous aboard the Bognor, and we have 3 seed cards under it. Our crew encounters Edoprobe as the first dilemma there. Abandon mission attempt until any player completes a different mission, or continue but lose points if you do not solve mission this turn. Now this is a very popular dilemma, it has always been very popular. If we abandon the mission attempt now, our opponent will most likely flip mission debriefing, meaning all of our guys will be stopped for this turn, and we won't be able to look at the different mission this turn and will lose a valuable time. If we are playing against Borg, for example, stopping here is usually a bad decision, because Borg never attempt missions on their own, they only scout, so we won't be able to come back to this mission until we have completed a different mission ourselves. And we of course might find more Edoprobes or dead ends at the neighboring missions, and then we will lose a lot of time flying around. These days there are a lot of people who find that it's not really worth stopping to Edoprobe anymore. You rather just take the point loss, or if you expect to lose the points, you just rush ahead and hope that it will be easier to complete a different mission. But the idea is that you want to gather as much intelligence as you can to find out what dilemmas are there, instead of just stopping your turn because you're afraid of losing 10 points. So in this case, why not just rush right through and find out what the next one is? It's DNA clues. Again, this one gives us a choice. Place on mission. Further dilemmas requiring any medical here require 2 more if you continue, or 2 less if crew or rating has exobiology, and stops now to investigate. Again, we could stop ourselves now if we have exobiology, and then this will make medical dilemmas easier by reducing the medical requirements by 2 medical. However, if we don't stop, then they will become more difficult. We are already committed with the Edoprobe there. If we stop now, we won't be able to complete the mission this turn. We will definitely have to take the point loss, so we'll just run through. By the way, we don't actually have exobiology among these guys. It's just a single skill, but sometimes the crew simply doesn't have it. So we have to rush through, and then we hit scientific method. To get past requires medical and 3 science, and with the DNA clues here, this is actually 3 medical and 3 science. And since these Cardassians here are more the military types, they only have a single science among them and not even 1 medical. So they will of course be stopped, and it will take them a couple of turns until they have found all the resources. So in this case, we ended up losing 10 points to the Edoprobe, and we are left with a very difficult wall, 3 medical, 3 science, but at least we have cleared down the mission to the last dilemma in the very first go. So that's not too bad. Of course, we could stop ourselves to the Edoprobe, cost us 1 turn. Then if we run into the DNA clues when we come back, again we could stop ourselves in the hope of making the next dilemma easier. Will cost us another turn, usually. And then we will still be left with a difficult wall dilemma. Even though the medical requirement is reduced to 0 medical, we will still have to bring the 3 science. So we have lost a lot of time, and we'll still have a difficult wall dilemma there. So it's really a do or die situation here. Now this dilemma combo was played by a German player by the name of Dr. Jont. That was before my active time. It was already played around the 2000, 2001 era, I think. And it's still a dilemma combination that you can bust out using only Decipher cards in modern day OTF, because sometimes people just don't expect these kind of dilemmas. Edoprobe is still played quite often. DNA clues is also often found. Sometimes people put a different dilemma behind it, one that doesn't even require medical, in the hope of messing with their opponents so that they will tech against the usual medical dilemmas, and then you surprise them with a completely different kind of requirement. Okay, so that's it for this time. We will be back next week with a couple of new ideas for dilemmas. I will try to have a look at dilemmas that you can build only using traditional cards, so Decipher printed cards, and also ones that are very flexible in use, that you can use with a wide variety of decks, and that can even be used by players who don't enjoy seeding dilemmas that much, so dilemmas where you don't have to make any difficult decisions, but rather you just see them in that order always, and they will be decent. At least that's the plan. Okay, that brings us to the first winner of the raffle. First of all, thanks very much to everybody who subscribed to the channel in the last couple of days. I think we are now up to 120 or so subscribers. And all those who have set their subscription to public have their name in this Borg deck here. And I will just shuffle, do a cut, and then the top card will be the winner of a little grab bag. Now, the grab bag won't contain any James T. Kirks or anything that will fetch you hundreds of dollars, but there should be a couple of interesting cards. Also, virtual promos that the continuing committee has given out. There will be TUI cards in there, but of course also first edition black border stuff, all the way up to motion pictures. If you're lucky, I've prepared about 50 packs, and it will of course be just random chance what you get. So let's do a cut, and our winner is a gentleman by the name of Ben Liebig. Ben, congratulations. If you get in contact on YouTube or if you're on the Facebook group, then just write me a message and then we can work something out. And remember that on the 31st, on Friday, there will be a new deck building video going up. And during that, I will announce the next 3 winners. Thanks everyone for watching. If you like this at all, subscribe to the channel. And I will probably do something like this in 2022 as well. So I would be happy to see more people enjoy this series and maybe go out and use their cards that they collect in actual games. That would be my wish for 2022. Okay, thanks for watching everyone. Bye bye.